Awesome. Really nice work on number 10. Let's finish 12 and 14 and then you can work with your elbow partners on the rest. Let's look at number 12. Remember, the first thing we need to do is, circle the operation. The operation is that negative, the takeaway. What are we going to start with? Yes, -6. Take away +6. So we're going to need to take away +6. That is a negative sign, a take away. The 6 does not have a negative. This negative sign is a take away, a subtraction, an operation. So we're starting with -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negatives. 6 negatives take away 6 positives. I don't have any positives to take away. Don't give up, just add. You're right, 0 pairs. I like sometimes adding my 0 pairs to the side of my model so I don't get confused with my -6. So how many 0 pairs do you think I'll need to add if I have to take away +6? Yeah, we're going to need 6 0 pairs. So let's start drawing our 0 pairs. 3, 4, I'm going to squeeze them in there, 6. And now there's 0 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Notice my entire model right now has a value of just -6. These are all 0 pairs. They're not adding any value to my board. So 6 negatives, take away 6 positives. Take it away. What are you left with? We have 12 red tiles. That means -12. Great. Let's do 14. Take a look at 14. Circle the operation you're going to be doing. Subtraction, taking away. We start with -3 tiles and we're going to take away -9 tiles. Are we going to have to add 0 pairs? Yeah, we are. We're going to start with -3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. We need to take away. That minus sign is subtraction. -9. That minus sign is a negative sign. -3, starting with -3, taking away 9 negatives. But I only have 3 negatives. Don't worry, just add 0 pairs. And I like to, like I said, add them over to the side a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, that's going to get me 6 to take away total. 4, 5, 6, that's going to get me 9. So I needed 6 0 pairs. Better make sure that they're 0 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take away 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's left over? What's left over is just 6 yellows, so 6 positives. Excellent. We're going to pause the video for 3 minutes and you're going to work on the next 3, finishing the page with your partner. Please pause the video for 3 minutes. Let's see how we did. I bet you did great. Okay, number 11. Did you get -3? Remember, this is -5, take away -2. So I needed to draw 5 negatives and then cancel out or take out 2 of the negatives, leaving me with 3 negatives. Don't forget to circle your operation and give me an answer. What's the answer called to subtraction? Oh, a difference. Tell me what your difference is. Number 13. Well, it's 5 take away 3 negatives. So I started with +5 and I took away 3 negatives, so I had to add 3 0 pairs. Then after I took away my -3, I was left with 8 positive yellow chips, which means 8 total. And on the last one, 15, it was 4 positives, take away 1 negative. If I had 4 positives and I want to take away a negative, I don't have any, so I had to add some 0 pairs, just 1 0 pair, so I could take away that 1 negative tile, so I could be looking at 5 positives, 5 yellow chips. Great work, my mini mathematicians. Let's go on to the last page. Okay, last page. We can do this. Let's read the directions. Please track with me. Have your trackers out. Have your trackers out. Use a chip model to solve 16 and 17. Write a numerical expression that for each that models your solution, and then write a complete sentence stating your answer. Okay, please track while I read aloud. The carbon atom has 7 protons, positive charge, and 6 electrons, negative charge. What is the charge of the atom? Again, let's read it one more time and underline the important information. A carbon atom has 7 protons, positive charge, and 6 electrons, negative charge. What is the charge of the atom? Well, if I want to make a model, this is going to be, this is going to be 7 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 6 negative electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's get rid of our 0 pairs. And we have positive 1. Okay, so that's our model. Use a chip model. Done. Write a numerical expression. Well, for my model, I started with 7. And did I add or did I take away? Well, I added, so that's definitely plus a sum. And I added negative 6 to equal 1. Please make sure you're putting parentheses around the negative so we're not getting confused when we have 2 signs next to each other. This plus is an operation. This minus is a sign. The charge, complete sentence. The charge of our atom, our charge is +1. Give that a box. Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's look at the next one. At the Masters Golf Tournament, Tiger Woods' score is -3, and Phil Mickelson's score is -5. Who is in the lead and by how many shots? Note, in golf, the lower score wins. So Tiger Woods' score is -3, Phil Mickelson's -5. Who's in the lead? Well, Phil's in the lead. And if we want to know who's in the lead, I would take who's winning and subtract who's losing. So it's going to be Phil minus Tiger. Phil had -5. Take away Tiger's score of -3 is equal to how many shots Phil's winning by. Okay, let's make our model here. -5. I'm going to start with -5. Yeah, 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need to take away 3 positives. 1, 2, 3. I'm left with 2 negatives. Phil is winning by 2 shots. Great job, Phil. Awesome, let's do the last 2. Write a numerical expression for each model. Track with me, please. Let's start again. Write a numerical expression for each that models your solution, and then write a complete sentence stating your answer. So we do not need to make a model anymore. We're just writing numerical expressions. Okay, number 18. Broncos got possession of the football on the 20-yard line. They ran for an 8-yard gain. The next play was a 3-yard loss. What is their field position after the 2 plays? Okay, let's read it again and underline important information. Broncos got possession of the football on the 20-yard line. That's a positive 20. They ran for an 8-yard gain. That means they went up, positive amount on the field. And the next play was, a 3-yard loss. That means they went backwards. What's their field position after the 2 plays? Well, they started with 20. They added 8. And then they added -3 with the next play. Well, 20 plus 8 is 28. And then I still need to add -3. And if I'm at 28, you have 28 tiles. You have -3 tiles. They're going to cancel out, and you'll be left with 25. The Broncos, let's write our answer. The Broncos are on the 25-yard line. Nice, great job. Okay, one last problem. Ricardo's grandmother flew from Buenos Aires, Argentina, to Minnesota to visit some friends. When Ricardo's grandmother left Buenos Aires, the temperature was 84 degrees. When she arrived in Minnesota, it was -7. That's cold. What was the temperature change for Ricardo's grandmother? We need an actual number, not like a whole lot and she must be freezing now. So let's read it again for the important information. Ricardo's grandmother flew from Buenos Aires, Argentina, to Minnesota to visit some friends. When Ricardo's grandmother left Buenos Aires, the temperature was 84 degrees. When she arrived in Minnesota, it was -7. What's her temperature change? Well, if we're changing, we're going to start with 84. And when we're changing, that's a different subtraction. And how much are we changing by? -7. Well, 84 take away -7, I would need to add 7 zero pairs and take away the negatives. I'm going to only be left with positives. I'm going to be left with 91 positives. That means she experienced a 91-degree change. Wow, that is a lot. Great job, my mini mathematicians. Please listen to your guest teacher. Do your very best. Be nice to everyone. And I will see you next time. Thanks for your hard work.